What'd you hit?
Tell us about your game, Grandpa.
Just sit for a
I
second.
don't want to spoil
Just for a
everything.
second.
Well, an interview.
you're not spoiling.
I told them about how we met and when we met.
What did she tell you? How did we meet?
You met on a boat.
On a boat. And you
Coming
danced.
coming home from Cedar Point. Did she tell you that? No, honey, was coming home.
No, we met before. See, he doesn't remember.
See, we were coming home. I didn't see you.
Oh
going.
no, we met. I got in front of you with the basket. We were checking our food baskets, and you told me I have to go to the end of the line. And I said, no, I'm not going to the end of the line. And you stopped me. You snuck in ahead of me, so I got ahead of you.
Sneaking out.
At that time, I was 18 years old.
You weren't even 18 yet.
Not quite 18.
Oh, Grandma.
Grandma's
No, he's
still little white lies.
I didn't think she was 18 yet. Because when we got married, you were about 22?
22. Well, I was 22 in March, and we were married in October, so I was 18.
Wow.
We had when we started going, when we were really going together, was 18 years old. It was in September I met you. September 1929. I started working in August of 28 at Sears.
Oh, I thought it was before that. It was in the summertime.
Yeah.
We went to Cedar Point on the good time, right?
Yeah, but we didn't go together for a long time after that. We didn't start going together.
Oh, yeah. I went to pick her up at Sears Roebuck right after that, and she says, my mother, I can't get out. We were afraid. We didn't know. Then you got to come over the house. And I went upstairs to meet her mother. Mother was in bed, and she says to me, do you intend to marry my daughter? The first word she says to me.
You know, he's contradicting
No,
me.
that's what she
I need
told
help,
me.
Laura, for 1 second.
She says, do you intend to marry my daughter? I says, well, I don't know. I says, I like her. I says, I don't know what's going to happen, hopefully.
She's got a chance.
And she thought maybe we were going to go fooling around a little bit, you know.
All right, thank you.
Yep,
Take
she
advantage.
was strict. That's what Grandma was saying.
Very strict. See,
She's very strict.
I gave you
What
he's
is
going
she?
into the nitty gritty.
Yeah.
Okay, now go on.
No, I'm not saying
So
anymore.
you
I said
married- you got married
I
and then-
until I married.
You're 33.
4 years.
33?
We got married in 33.
Right, because
And
it's
Grandpa, he was,
33.
I left my job, that's right,
60.
to go to school.
I married in 33.
Did you tell him
At
that?
the Western Reserve.
I said
Went
you
to
went
reserve?
back to reserve. You
Yeah.
made the varsity team.
And
And
I
then-
got a scholarship to go to Western Reserve to play football. And the school, Western Reserve, was going for big-time football. You're going to join, like, mostly the big schools like Notre Dame and Ohio State. And the foundation was given a lot of money to do this. They had a good coach. They got all the all-scholastic players, and they recruited 2 of us.
See, he's going to nitty-gritty style.
And,
I was making it real.
We played, and we were on the freshman team. We played the varsity for scrimmage, and we beat them so bad they had to stop the game. And after we scrimmaged several days, they ran out of money. All these guys got scholarships to go. They didn't have enough money, so they disbanded. Some went to John Carroll's, some went to Mercer, some quit school. I quit school. I didn't go anymore because my dad had no money. And that was the extent of Western Reserve. And then we got picked to play professional football, Pete and I, 2 of us. And then we traveled all over the country.
Pennzoil.
We were making
The
$7,
Cleveland
$8, $10 for a game, you know. We went to St. Louis
I never knew.
to play, and we played a team called the St. Louis Gunners in St. Louis. And the team that would win would be joining the National Football League. They beat us, and they became the St. Louis Cardinals. Today they're the Phoenix Cardinals. And then we come home, and I guess that was the end of my football, because I was married, and that was it. And then we started having a family, right?
Yeah.
When was Patty born? Patty was born in
Patty was born in
1935.
35, and Terry was born in 38. And how did Karen was
46.
born in 46?
And
Yeah.
that's the year we went in business.
And see, when the war broke out, Second World War, I had 5 deferments. I had to leave my original job because there wasn't a defense plant. I had to get in a defense plant or I would be drafted. I was not 1A, And fortunately, I was with 3 children. No, 2 children.
That's better.
Karen wasn't born yet.
Interview than mine.
Karen wasn't born yet. Karen was born in November of '46, and I think the war was over by that time.
Yep.
The war was over in
Yes.
August.
Yeah.
The war was over in
It
August.
was over in 46.
And I was fortunate because of the fact that I had a good defense job, and I got 5 deferments. I was Class A, and I was kind of lucky in that respect. But at that time, I was about 43 years old, wasn't I? 43 or 44? Karen was born when... Oh, I was, no,
You were
I take it
40.
back, I was 40.
You were 40 when
I
Karen
was 40
born.
when Tara was born, yeah. Because she's 40 years, I'm 40 years older than she is. 40 years younger than I am. And then Karen was born, and that was as far as I can remember going back that far. Now, what else you want to know?
I gave him all that. We had 3 daughters, Karen.
Well, we all know about
When you went
that.
into business in 1946, you went into business part owner of the Mayborn Food Products. And we sold it when? In
Well, I
1967?
went into business, and the guy that I went in business with was someone that wasn't very aggressive, and he during the war and right after the war, business was very, very good, and he thought that business would be that good, from then on. However, it wasn't.
Yeah.
Then you had to be more competitive, and he wasn't the type that went out and sell, and he didn't want to hire any more salesmen. He thought he could handle everything, and little by little, I was told to get out of it, and our auditor, thanks Jerry, our auditor told me, he says, it's best if you get out, which I finally did. And I think that was one of the better moves that I made, because after that I worked for juvenile court, and we got a pretty good pension and a good insurance, or what do you call it, medical insurance out of it. To this day, it turned out real good.
Mm-hmm.
So that was about
Where was
it.
that, downtown?
Yeah, downtown. Juvenile court. I got acquainted with most of the politicians, and things worked out good. I was very happy. The work was what I liked.
Bashed their heads together.
Oh my God.